Welcome to Big Daddy Story Time. We're reading Walt Disney's Mickey and Minnie Storybook Collection. Do you see Mickey going there? Hi, everybody. I'm Mickey. There's my dog Pluto right next to me. Woof, 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 woof. And there's Minnie going, oh, hi, Pluto. Hi, hi, hi. And then there's Daisy going, oh, look at everybody's over there. And then there's Goofy going, Arsh, how you guys doing? Me, Goofy, right here. And then there's Donald going, you know how he's always cranky. So would you like to continue and see some more of some wonderful Mickey and Minnie collections? You would? Let's do it then. Ah, there. Mickey, Disney's and Mickey and Minnie's Happy Sailing. Do you see that? They're happy sailing right here, and they're like, let's have a happy day of sailing, and let's see if they could have a happy day or what's gonna happen. It should be fun. Oh, oh, oh. One lovely summer day, Mickey asked his girlfriend, who, Minnie, if she'd like to go for a boat ride. Would you like to? This is what Minnie says. That would be lovely. Mickey goes, would you like a boat? Come on a boat ride with me, Minnie? And Minnie would go, that's lovely. I'd love to. Minnie says, a nice, easy ride sounds just like the perfect way to spend the day. Isn't that cool? She's like, oh. And then guess who's here? Mickey. They're on the boat going row, 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 row your boat. Mickey and Minnie were preparing to set sail when Goofy came running by. Hiya, Mickey. Hiya, Minnie, he said, and waved. What a great day for a boat ride. Goofy was so busy looking at Mickey's boat that he didn't see a squirrel crossing his path. He accidentally stepped on his tail. Squeak! Ah! And let's see what happens with the squirrel. This should be interesting. The squirrel leaped right into the boat. The squirrel leaped way away and landed in the boat. Ah! Mickey and Minnie were so startled that they jumped up and made the boat. What? What'd the boat do? It what? Rocked. Oh, it went rocked back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Mickey tried to stop the rocking, but he couldn't. The boat tipped over, splash, and splash, sending Mickey and Minnie into the water. Donald was nearby in his speedboat and saw what had happened. He helped Mickey and Minnie into his boat. Come on, guys, let's do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And then, why don't you ride with me for a while? He said. You can take it easy and let the engine do the work. That's what Donald was saying. Isn't that cool? So let's see here. Mickey and Minnie sat back and relaxed. Listened to the happy put 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 of the engine. Mickey's like, oh, this is the life, yay! Mickey, Minnie, Minnie, Minnie. And then Minnie goes, yeah, this is the life. Do you hear the boat going put 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 like that? Do you hear that? We do. They had just reached the middle of the lake when the boat's engine suddenly stopped. Oh no. Now a squirrel came in, they rocked the boat, fell over. Now Donald's engine that's running that boat, they don't have any paddles, just stops dead in the lake. It's like this, put, 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 put. And then it's all of a sudden stopped. He goes, this is what Donald says. I have a great idea. Donald says, actually, this is stopped. What do we do? This is what Minnie says. What do we do now? Asked Minnie. I have a great idea, Donald says. He took off his hat and started to paddle with it. Splash, splash, splash. And then Mickey and Minnie are doing it. Splash, 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 splash. Mickey and Minnie did the same, huffing, puffing. They made their way back to the shore. So they're like this, but and they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They finally made it. Do you see them there? Let's see what happens on the next page here. How about some lunch? This is going to make go. How about some lunch while we dry off? And then he shakes. Mickey says. Minnie agreed. And the two were soon relaxing in the sun with their hot dog. Ah, this is the life. So they're having their hot dog. As they were enjoying their lunch, Pluto ran by. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. When he saw the delicious hot dog, woof, 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 woof. He decided he wanted one. Jump! He jumped right into Mickey's lap. Me, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Woof, 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 woof. That's basically what he's saying. And he tried to grab the food, and Mickey's like, "Wait a second, boy. I'll get you one. I'll get you one. Don't worry." Let's see what happens on the next page. Ah, stop it, boy! Stop it, boy! Mickey cried. Pluto, Pluto, said Minnie. If you want a hot dog, we can get you one. But it was too late. It's too late. No, no, no. Pluto knocked Mickey and Minnie right into the water. Splash! It like crash and then splash. Ah, there's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Let's see what happens. Mickey and Minnie climbed out of the water and settled on the green to dry off again. So basically, they paddle, 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 and there's green grass, and so they're like, we found a nice spot that nobody can knock us in the water. Yes, we don't have lunch, but we can enjoy the sun, dry off, and maybe do sailing some more. That'd be fun, fun, fun. Soon Donald Duck's nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, came by in their sailboat. Wow, they have a sailboat going. The wind goes over, and when it does, it goes really fast. Really fast like that. Hey, Mickey, called Dewey. Would you and Minnie like to borrow our sailboat and go sailing? There's a good wind today, and you can hear the wind going. And they're like, yeah, there's a good wind. So Mickey and Minnie are like, wow, the two Donald's nephews are really nice, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and so they're gonna let them use their boat. Probably so they could play like soccer and have some fun on the green grass too while they're waiting. And so they know that they're responsible, safe, and they're going to do everything good and not hurt their boat. So that's a good, good, good. All right, let's see what happens on the next page. This is wonderful, wonderful. I've always wanted to sail, said Minnie excitedly. It's supposed to be a lot of fun. Mickey and Minnie hopped into the triplets boat and took off. So they went hop. They walked over, walk, 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 hop, and ah, this is the life, Mickey said a few minutes later. At last, a nice, easy boat ride, said Minnie. Just then, the wind stopped blowing. It was going. Now it's going. And do you hear that? That's right. That's what happened on the lake. There was no sound. All of a sudden it was, and then it just stopped. And now their sail is completely flat, which means there's no wind to blow them back to land. So they're stranded. A boat is all about wind. When there's wind on that sail, you can go really fast, but when there's no wind, you're stuck. So we're going to get to see, does Mickey and Minnie have to use their hats again? Do they have to paddle with their hands? Are they stuck there till the wind? We'll have to see. And you think about it and think in your mind what's going to happen next. And so I'll give you a second to think about it. Oh, great job. Let's see what happens and see if you're right. Excellent job. Mickey and Minnie were stranded again. They tried to paddle with their hands, but it was useless. But it was no use. So do you see that if you said hands, great job trying to paddle, but the boat is not shaped for that. The boat is shaped so that the wind could blow it. So when they tipped it over on one side and they tried to paddle, it stayed over there. When they tipped it on the other side, he tried to paddle, it would stay there. It's not like the rowboats that on Donald and Goofy have. So that's and they're like, is this? It's this. Basically, they're like, oh no, the best sunny day for sailing has not happened very good for us. But let's see what happens. Minnie and Mickey were stranded again. They tried paddling with their hands, but it was no use. Suddenly, Mickey looked up. Goofy and Donald were paddling towards them in a rowboat. They, we we thought you might need some help," said Donald. "Gosh, yes, I thought so too. How about a tow back to shore?" Goofy offered. So Donald and Goofy are being the best friends to help out. Wow, aren't they the best of friends? Let's see what happens here on the next page. As the sun began to set over the peaceful lake, do you see the lake? It's like the sun setting perfectly. As it's going down, Mickey and Minnie sat back and relaxed. They had finally gotten their nice, easy boat ride. So they're like, finally, even though we were stranded and our best friends are doing that, they're so great. They're going to help tow Mickey and Minnie back. And Mickey and Minnie are going to sit back and finally they don't have to worry about squirrels. They don't have to worry about Pluto. They don't have to worry about a boat sinking, no engine turning off, anything, all that. They're just going to be able to relax and just get pulled straight in and see the sun setting over a beautiful mountain. Isn't that cool? Okay, what have we learned, my friends? We learned the importance of the ability to relax, have a good time, and even in the struggle, to enjoy it and to keep going and moving forward. Always, always move forward. Only look back to learn, but keep moving forward. And like what we always say, always remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. And come back to Big Daddy Storytime for more videos. And Big Daddy Storytime loves you. And keep having fun in the journey, my friends. Be blessed. Bye bye.